What is happening, everybody? Welcome back to another live stream this morning. And wow, a lot to get to. The crypto market's looking fantastic here. Bitcoin hit over 43,000 not too long ago, earlier this morning. Loving that. And got my coffee here this morning. Hopefully you do too, or have already had it. And we are going to get into a lot of different crypto charts and take a look at some news, of course, overall crypto market news. And then, of course, I want to talk a little bit about if this bull run's actually going to happen or not. I know we're really hoping it does, and I'm right there with you. There are some good signs. I mean, we are kind of staying above this $42,000 mark a little bit longer than we had in the past. We have seen this kind of fake out over the past 3 months where, we kind of get up into this $43,000 range, and then, it comes crashing back down into like 37K or 38K, something like that. So with all that being said, we will get into that, kind of where I see us going. I do think a bull market is around the corner. I really do. I think something's getting ready to brew here for crypto. At least that's where I'm coming from. But you talk to anybody, they all have different opinions. Some people say this is just a bear trap, and we're just going to go back into a really big crypto winter. Other people say we're in the midst of the biggest bull market in history, right? So you just really never know. You listen to everybody's thesis. You listen to everybody kind of give it to you, break it down, and then, you make your decision from there. So with all that being said, go ahead and smash the like button real quick if you haven't already. That definitely helps us out on stream. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Hopefully I add enough value for you to hit that subscribe button at some point throughout the stream here this morning. We do this every single morning. I'm on a little bit early here today. Usually I come on about 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am a little bit early, so good morning, everybody out there. I see the comments rolling, and awesome to see. Have a day. What's up, Mark? Here we go. Bro, kind of Cardia chain. Yeah, we've talked about Cardia. I haven't done a real deep dive into it. Joel, good morning. Hello from Panama. Nice. What's up, Joel? Tera gonna moon. We are early. Yeah, let's take a look at Tera because this was the big topic of discussion yesterday. 100%. Hustle dimes. I agree with that. Go ahead and smash the like button, guys. Bit early today. Yeah, a little bit early here today. When about 5-10 minutes early, something like that. With all that's being said, is Zach's verbal tick. Yeah, you're probably right, Jeremy. With all that being said, I guess I do say that a lot. Shib was getting excited this morning, but now down a bit. Maybe a cup and handle brewing on the 4 hour. Nice, Timsky. I like that. I like the sound of that. Coming out from Amsterdam. What's up? Let me know where you're watching from. I do like to see that. Let me know in chat. Light up the chat with where you're watching from. But yeah, with that being said, we are going to talk a little bit about TERAREUM. Of course, yesterday was very anticipated AMA yesterday over on Crypto Stacker's channel. That was yesterday morning, late morning. So basically, here's where I sit. And I created a video on this. Guys, if you haven't watched my video, I think I hit on something that not a lot of people are talking to. I'm not saying I got it all figured out here. Here's what I'm saying, though. I think I hit on something that nobody really hit on. So it's this what happened video. Basically, here's what I think happened. And nobody really knows. Nobody really knows. So let me just preface by saying that nobody really knows. Man, I'm seeing all the different places. That's super cool. Florida, Iowa, Slovakia, Belgium, New York, South Africa. Very cool. Nebraska, Saudi Arabia. Very cool. So here's what I think happened. Personally, I think it was culture. Okay, here's what I think happened. I think the TERAREUM team got duped, meaning it was a scam email that was sent to them. Do I think they maliciously, they meaning Tera, do I think the Tera team maliciously put out a tweet that a Binance US listing was coming? No, I don't. I think they jumped the gun. I think they thought they legitimately had a listing. I think they sent that dollar amount, whatever it was, 180,000. Okay. And I think they got duped. I don't think it was a malicious, like, hey, let's say we got listed on Binance US and dupe everybody and take everybody's money. I don't think that's what happened. I personally think they made a mistake. They reported the news when it wasn't real. And now, they didn't want to fess up and say they made a mistake. Now, I said why that is in my video, because culture tells us there's something called saving face on the other side of the world. If you're living in the United States like me, people look at it very differently in business when you make a mistake. In the United States, what do? We say, hey, sorry, man, made a mistake. Forgive me, right? We take a very direct approach, but that is not always the case. For instance, if you make a similar mistake in China or India, they kind of sweep it under the rug. And people would say in the United States, well, that's bullshit. But in their culture, that's normal. Okay. They don't want to admit to the mistake. They just keep it moving. So I think there's a lot to be said with that. That's just me. I don't think they purposely duped investors. I think they got duped. I think they got duped for sure. They got taken advantage of, in my opinion, by a fake malicious actor pretending to be Binance US. Now, how the hell that email was the same exact email from Binance, I don't know. I have no freaking idea. Okay. But that's what I think happened. And here's where I sit with Tera. It's very early still in their history. Okay. Very early still in their history. We're sitting here at the 4449 level. The way crypto moves, I mean, we could be 2 months down the road and this thing could be flying high on another top tier exchange and we'll just forget about this, right? But it can also go the other way. Now people know that a big mistake has been made, right? Now, when the next one is made, people are going to lose a lot more trust. And then the next one's made, a lot more trust. Other projects have went through similar battles, right? Where they continue to under-deliver and over-promise. That's what I don't want to see with Tera. And this was not so much that I think it was malicious, but this was bigger than just a little hiccup, right? This was certainly a big negative news piece here that, they didn't really hit head on during the AMA yesterday. Now, I did say in my video, there were some good things that came out of it, 4 exchange listings in a 24-hour period, now that was pretty good. Mrs. Wynn says, I'm not selling. Yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts about Tera. I want to get your thoughts, and let me know down here because we're starting with Tera. Then we're going to kind of go down the line here and talk about some of these cryptos here up on my right-hand side. I'll probably switch out these favorites from time to time. But I do want to talk about all these today a little bit. So, Mrs. Wynn, I'm not selling. Nobody's talking about Sharky. Did it rug or something, Justin? I don't know. I never got into it. I never paid much attention to it. There were a bunch of people reaching out to me to try to cover the token, and I didn't like what I saw. So that's why I didn't cover it on my channel. So, Gio, somebody did. One of the wallets did, but we don't know. I mean, maybe that was strictly, maybe it was an investor. I don't know. I haven't seen. I don't know, Gio. I don't know if we can. I don't know if we can prove that was somebody like in-house. One of the wallets did make some money on the mix-up for sure. From Bali, nice. Explain the sump or the slump. Is that what you mean, Derek? The slump or sump? Abday Singh says, you are right. He's from India. Yeah, I think he's talking about the culture thing. I mean, that's something nobody was talking about. I think they got duped. The team got duped. And they went ahead and put something out on Twitter when they thought it was legit. Now they don't want to come to the forefront and say, hey, we screwed up and we did not do our due diligence. We made a mistake. We sent $180,000 where it shouldn't have went. They don't want to do that because it's not within their culture to do that. I think. That's what I think. Just my opinion. I mean, nobody knows. Everybody's just trying to come up with what they think happened. Honor is a big deal in India. We don't quite understand it in North America. It's still early. Yes, agreed, Timsky. Russell Armand pleaded guilty to forgery of legal documents. He was sentenced to jail 365 days with 365 suspended. He's on probation 3 years. Is that real? I don't think so. Did somebody really make that Twitter name, username? You guys are hilarious with that shit. They admitted that they knew. They wasn't getting listed and still posted it. If that's true, why not say on the tweet that they put out a tweet? Yeah, Shill Rocket, I'm mopping what you're spilling there. I agree with you, man. I think there was certainly a better way to handle it. But I think here's where I differ from some people's opinion. Some people were saying that they maliciously did this. Like this was all a calculated malicious attack, that they knew the email was fake, but they're going to put it out anyway. They know the price is going to pump, and then they're going to dump. I do not think they did all that. I think that is like tinfoil hat type shit. All right. I think those are like people putting their tinfoil hat on and just wanting to believe every single thing they see on Netflix on the conspiracy theory side of things. Right. I don't think that's what happened. I think they legitimately got duped here. Okay. Lucas, Tera is junk. Okay. Well, that's Lucas's opinion. Terrarium hodl, not selling. Waddy Watts. Kishu Inu informing massive bull flag. Kishu's been pretty flat for a while. Fear says didn't sell, holding Tera. Well, I got duped yesterday, guys, or 2 days ago. I bought right here. 7-7. I bought right here. Yeah. So, I've also bought in the 4s and 5s. So I might add to my position just to lower that average cost again. And again, I do want to say this, guys. I think this is an important message to continue to reiterate. Diversify your portfolio. The type of shit we saw with Tera here is exactly why you diversify your portfolio. If you're all in on Tera and this happens to you, you got wrecked. You feel terrible, right? Especially if you were buying as it was going up. This is why you always diversify, in my opinion. I mean, do what you want, right? It's your money. It's your portfolio. But in my opinion, diversification is key. Never be so weighted heavily in one direction or with one asset that something like this can completely wreck your portfolio. That's what I think, in my opinion. Let me see. I'm going to continue to go through the comments here. Guys, we're going to take a look at a bunch of charts this morning. If you could, go ahead and smash the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. But really, hammer that like button. It takes like 0.2 seconds. Let's get some people in here. Good morning. Thoughts on Bitcoin B-Rise? I like it, Angel. Yeah, we've talked about it before. I'm going to have to do a little deeper dive on it. Once I get some time, I definitely will. Mina Protocol. We've talked about Mina before, Slayer. I like it. Good asset. In fact, one of my Patreon members got in super early on Mina and told us all about it, and I did not do it. I felt like an idiot. Been a long time. I texted you on these lives. I want to know if I'm late to invest in Terrarium. Well, I mean, a lot of people would tell you this is a good opportunity to buy the dip. It's a good opportunity to buy the dip. I mean, you got to kind of do your own due diligence here. But if you believe in the project, you have high conviction in the project, confidence in it long term. I mean, man, it's dipping right now. This is a good opportunity to open a position, in my opinion. How's Shib doing, Zach? We can take a look at Shib here real quick. I think it was up in the 2.4 range. Yeah, we're at the 2.43 range, guys, on Shib. So we've had a nice, nice little run at it here the last 6-7 days on Shib, bouncing off these lows. This is really the low point down here for Shiba Inu, this 2.1 level. We've hit it down here again, 2.1, 2.0. This is your support line down here. So anytime you get down to the 2.1, 2.0, right now, in my opinion, that's a good opportunity to add. See, right there and right here. Now we're bouncing off that again. So could we bounce all the way up here to the 3.2 and then meet some resistance? Probably. I think we could be doing that, especially if we get a breakout here. But we do have some resistance there at that 3.2 level, couple different times there. Then some more at the 3.8. But there's there's a lot going on with Shib behind the scenes. It's not just the day-to-day price action for me and why I'm longing Shib. I'm longing Shib because of the ecosystem growth, because of how Bone and Leash are going to be utilized. The Shi token's coming. Shibarium is going to be its own blockchain. The Shibverse, the Shiba Inu gaming. I mean, just so many things coming down the pike. And I think when we get in a major bull run again, Shiba Inu is going to be one of those assets that does this. Where's my cursor? One of those assets that does this, like it did back in October. See this right here? That's what happens when you get in a mega bull run. I think Shib is going to be one of those assets. Again, Ethereum whales, guys, are still accumulating Shiba Inu like crazy. Hustle Dimes. I do not know much about Pongo. I know some people talk about it here. Some of my colleagues, I guess you could say, my fellow YouTubers talk about it, but I don't know much about it. I have not dug into it. There's only so much time in a day in order to look at projects. It's kind of cool, though, right? Because, certain YouTubers will know more about other projects because they look at them, and then other YouTubers will know more about other projects. It's kind of cool how that all comes together, and we can all learn from each other. Because I watch other people's streams all the time. It's really cool. I believe you're dead on when it comes to culture. I mean, I think so, Huey. I mean, that's what I think happened with Tera. I think they don't want to admit that they made a mistake. And people hate them for it, but really it's just a cultural difference. People in the United States, we always, say, hey, we made a mistake, sorry, in business and shit. But it doesn't happen like that in India and China. Like it's called saving face. Like they just continue on about their day and they don't want to admit it, right? So I think they got duped. I think they made a fucking mistake, and they didn't want to say anything. That's what I think. You're 100% right about the saving face in Asia. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, guys, I don't have this 100% answer. I don't know. This is just my take on it, right? Again, if you want my full take, I mean, it's right here. My full take's right here. Terrarium AMA aftermath. This video right here. If you want to check it out. I mean, that's just my opinion on the whole thing. That was my opinion on the whole thing. Let's see here. Dollar cost average, Zach. Yeah, DCAing is always a good strategy. I mean, that's another thing you could do here, even with Tera, right? If you think it might drop lower and you don't want to load the boat right now. Bro, show Shibtoro. Yeah, we're going to get into it. It's on my right side here. We're going to get into it. Where is Shibtoro? Shibtoro's up 16% right now. Nice. Hey, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. 230 people hanging out. Go ahead and smash that like button. Like the smash button this morning. Crypto's on fire this morning, guys. We're absolutely loving it. We are up 3%. We're back up over a $2 trillion market cap. Hell yeah. Are we going to break into a bull run? We're going to get into that once we finish up with some chart stuff, and we'll see if there's any big news to come out on this. It's going to be really fun to watch. If Bitcoin gets up over 45,000, guys, 45,000, that's the number that I want to see it break out of, okay? 45,000. Yeah, Shibtoro's looking really strong this morning, guys. We can see here it's up 16%. Man, that's a good-looking chart there on Shibtoro. We were talking about it when it was consolidating way down here. I formed a partnership with Shibtoro. Happy to be working with them. Great team, great community. They had a poker tournament last night, which was super cool. Let me take you over to Shibtoro. So look at the kind of things they're doing. And this is what I mean. They're talking about partnering with Shiba Inu, by the way, too, to help burn Shib. They're always looking out for new ways to kind of recreate, reinvent themselves. And it's all coming through the community, which I love. Okay. So Shibtoro Texas Hold'em weekly tournaments. Here you go. Here's your prizes. Have to be holding Shibtoro to participate. Love that idea. That came from the community. This is a screenshot from their tournament last night. They play on Poker Stars. Now, they're also kind of doing some other cool things here with other communities. I mentioned Shiba Inu. There's my latest video on Shibtoro. Man, they tweet so much. I'm trying to find. Oh, this was the big news that came out with Shibtoro too. They're starting the process for the CERTIC audit this week. Just another step forward. They've got something called Flexonomics, which definitely look at their white paper, read it, do your own DD, and see if you like it. I mean, this one for me, it's one of my favorites in 2022. Full disclosure, I am a partner with them, but I am investing my own money into it too, because I personally have had conversations with their head devs. And when you actually have the ability to sit down with head devs, I've been doing this now for not a ton of months here, but enough to have a good idea when I meet a good dev and when I don't meet a good dev. I'm not a huge math person. I'm not a chemistry person. That's not my skill set. My skill set is communication. That's what I went to school for 10 years. I did broadcasting and radio and TV and sports broadcasting. And from a communication element, I think I have a pretty good grasp on reading people. And when I sat down with these guys, they're top notch, in my opinion. And you can also do some background checks and things like that as well, just to ensure that these people are who they say they are. That checked out for me as well. So that's where I'm sitting with Shibtoro. I love what they're doing, and really, really passionate community. So there's also a couple other. Oh, Scott, what's happening, man? Yeah, get the coffee out, guys. Coffee's up in the chat if you're drinking coffee this morning. Coffees, launch the coffees in the chat if you're drinking some coffee. Let's see. Did you see the CVT article? I did not, Crypto Life. Where was that at? You don't seem to believe the Jasmy hype. I just don't know enough about it, Rick. Morning, Noah. Tori, thanks so much for the super sticker, man. Throwback Thursday, Mina Mask Bake. There he is. Tori was the one who talked about Mina Protocol. He called that shit early. He was on it early. Tori, you had to make some big time money on Mina. You were in that early. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate the kind words. Tori, I'm curious, how much money did you make on that deal? Thank you for the donation too. But you were in there early as hell, man. I remember you letting us know in our Patreon, how much you liked it. That's the really cool thing about our Patreon Discord group. It's not just like me interacting with a bunch of people. It's not like one to many. It's a ton of people throwing ideas out there. So, for instance, if people would have listened to Tori in my Discord, they would have got in Mina and made a ton of money. Other people throw out great plays as well. Nut was on Terra Luna back when it was $12. Not Terrarium, Terra Luna. We were talking about Terra Luna when it was $12. Now it's 92. That was in our Discord. That conversation was happening. He was trying to get a lot of people to get on Terra Luna when it was $12. I'm telling you. This is the kind of shit this is why you got to build out your network. This is why you got to build out your community. This is why you get a big group of people together and learn from one another, right? But yeah, we're talking about way back here, guys. Back in June 2021, look at the price of Terra. It was $6 Terra Luna, okay? Back in here, right? It was right in here. It was like August. My guy Nut, who's in my private community, said, guys, Terra Luna is getting ready to go on an exponential, explosive run. And damn, was he right. Did I listen to him? No. Did other people? Yes. So you win some, you lose some. But again, it's that conversation. It's that network of people. It's having the ability to communicate with a ton of different people with different ideas. We've got over 1,000 people in our Discord, and everybody in there brings something to the table. So that's what it's all about, in my opinion. What do I think of XRP? Yeah, Cardano finally did wake up. What do I think of XRP? Well, I guess the SEC has prolonged this thing again. They got another extension, I saw. But XRP is going to be, I believe, a really good asset to hold if and when they get done with this SEC lawsuit. I'm not going to go heavy into XRP until I have more clarity on what's going on with XRP versus Ripple Labs. Or I'm sorry, with SEC versus Ripple Labs. So that's kind of where I'm at. Shiba Inu is changing lives. It's changed so many lives. Back in 2021, man, it was such an awesome time to be part of those mega runs. Man, I remember the one live stream we had on this channel. We had 18,000 people plus to watch a Shiba Inu pump. It was absolutely incredible. And I can't wait to see it again because it'll happen again. It'll happen again. Shiba Inu will be back. Kyle, good morning. What are your thoughts on Volt right now and the massive drop? Yeah, Volt is on a massive dip. Also, what about the devs saying burn 9 zeros? I'm a little lost on that. I didn't see what the dev said about burning 9 zeros, but I did see the dip that Volt's on. So let's take a look at that. We're down here to the 3.7. So yeah, we are on a massive dip here. You can see. Now, can we get all the way back down to here, back in the 2s to where we are? Obviously, we have some support there. But if you're longing Volt, depending on when you got into, it might be a good situation to kind of dollar cost average because you just don't know how much we got a falling knife right now, right? It's a falling knife, which is fine. Here's the thing, guys. You can look at dips one of two ways. You can look at dips as, oh shit, I'm losing money on my investment. Or you can look at it as, oh shit, I have an opportunity to add to an asset that I really have high conviction in and maybe even lower my average cost, right? So again, buy low, sell high. So you have to play that reverse psychology game a little bit. I know it's frustrating when you're looking at it as an investor and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm losing all this money. How can I throw more money at this, right? But again, it goes back to how much conviction do you have in this thing? Been thinking of dropping a few grand in Volt, just don't know. Well, I mean, if you just don't know, then don't drop a few grand. But maybe, Fred, you could consider dollar cost averaging. Took some profits from multiple assets, bought some Tesla stock just over 800, making side hustle money. I like it, champ. But I like Tesla moves. Tesla, I have Tesla and Apple stock. That's pretty much all I have right now, and a little bit of the S&P 500. But I'm looking to diversify there as well. But I'm kind of sitting tight on some cash until I see kind of what the overall market is going to do. That's kind of what I'm doing. What's up, Salvatore? What's happening? Guys, go ahead and smash that like button. Like the smash button if you haven't already. It's totally cool if you forgot to do so, but it's totally free to do it. And it really, really helps us out on the channel. Super chats are nice and all, but likes are even better because it brings more people into the community, and that's what it's all about, constant growth. That's why I formed the channel. That's why it's up on the banner. So I appreciate that. If you can hit that like button, that really helps. Tera fixing to have a burn soon. Yeah, 10,000 holders. How many holders are we at? Let's see. Yeah, 10,000 holders. They're looking at a burn. So right now we're at 9,904. So we're getting really close there. 9,904 holders, really close there. Definitely. Come on, 46K. Yeah, 46K Bitcoin would be really nice. That's a really big turning point if we can get to 46K. Now we were up over 43 this morning. It looks like we're dialing back a little bit. Welcome in anybody new to the stream. Make sure you hit that like button. So let's see here. We topped out at 43.3 actually. 43.3, kind of middle of the night, 2:30 and 3 in the morning. 43,300. Now in the 14 days, I mean, look at that 14-day movement there for Bitcoin. That is good to see. That is good price action. Good price action. Bitcoin to 50K would be real nice, KP. Yeah. Good morning. Also have my coffee. Just picked up my 5 Xenu NFTs. Last chance to get in before they're gone. Nice. Scott's drinking the coffee too. Shiba chart looking like it could really take off at any time. Let's see. Yeah, is it still consolidating? Because it's been consolidating for quite some time here. Let's see. Shiba Doge. I agree, man. It's just been trading sideways. Should I go Shib Doge? A lot of people drinking their coffee. I love it. I'm a little behind on the chat, so I apologize for that. Guys, we're going to take a look at WAGMI here in a minute, too. That thing has exploded. Yeah, we're still trading sideways here on Shib Doge. I agree. It's getting ready for its next leg up. I really also agree with you there, Josh Elon. I agree with you. I added my bag during this sideways action. I added to my bag during the sideways action, actually. So, a lot of coffee drinkers out there drinking a Bang, and those are pretty good, too. Bang Energy. Muzz got his coffee. What's up, Muzz? ADA on fire finally. Where is Cardano? Let's see. It's back up over $1. That's nice to see. Cardano. We'll just bounce over here and take a look at it real quick. Yeah, it has been on a nice tear. They're offering 3.75 APY right now on Coinbase, and I do have some Cardano over there, so that was kind of nice. I'm taking advantage of that. Oh, wow. Back up to $1.15. Nice. Wow, I didn't realize that was really taking off. Look at Cardano's up 14% today. It's about time. I mean, ADA, I've talked about this many times on the channel. A lot of people like to throw shade and hate on Cardano, but at the end of the day, I mean, this is a long-term play. Man, it would have been nice to, if only you had, everybody were a visionary, right? And you could see into the future. Like, why didn't I add way more down here at 79 cents, right? It's always, but I got a good position in Cardano. I'm happy with it. I was adding quite a bit during these last few months, honestly. So I'm pretty pumped about where we're at with ADA. As soon as we started dipping below $1, I started dollar cost averaging. So like right in here, back in February, I really started dollar cost averaging quite a bit with Cardano, because once I got under $1, I was basically just lowering my average cost from when I got in, just all the way down. Because when I first got into Cardano, it was way out here. It was back in like July of 2021. So June and July, it was like $1.50, $1.60. Then it had the huge price run up. I didn't take any profits. I did not take any profits on Cardano, and I'm okay with that. I'm playing the long game on ADA. Okay, I mean, it went all the way up to like $2.91, $3 or whatever. But yeah, we were getting it back in June. We were definitely buying it back in June after run up in May. And then I was buying it again at those same levels here in February and March. And now we're, turning a corner a little bit. So that's nice. Nice to see for Cardano. Definitely needed. It's such a good project, guys. It's not going anywhere. It's a household name. Remember, I mean, we dabble a lot in these community coins, and they're a ton of fun, and you can make a ton of money, right? But at the end of the day, like, your long-term plays are still super important. So for me, I have my blue chips where it's like Ethereum is my largest of the blue chips. Then it's Bitcoin. Then it's Cardano. Then it's Solana. Then it's CRYTO. Those are my 5. All right. Ethereum, Bitcoin, in this order: Ethereum, Bitcoin, Cardano, Solana, CRYTO. That's where I'm at. Those are my top 5 household blue chips. Right after that, if you want to throw another blue chip in there, in my opinion, it's Shiba Inu at number 6. Now, the other one that I'm super bullish on is Gala. I've talked a lot about this in terms of blue chips. So you got Shib in number 15, Crow number 17. I do have some Matic here. Really like Matic long term. And again, guys, here's what I do a lot of times. Take profits from your community coins, okay, meme coins, shit coins, whatever you want to call them. Take profits from those and drive that money back into big time players. Keep it in stable coins if the prices aren't good. But if you just make a shit ton of money on whatever, insert Inu here, right? And Bitcoin's down at 37K, that's a great opportunity to add to one of your blue chip assets that you have high conviction in. So that's how I play it a lot of the times, guys. Decentraland, we did really well on this one. We got in this one at 65 cents last year. But I am in Theta. I do think that has a nice long-term future. Not a ton of it. I'm in ApeCoin. I bought more ApeCoin last night, actually. I did buy more Ape last night. T-Fuel, I'm in that because that goes alongside with Theta. That's decentralized video streaming, by the way. I really like that. I would love to move to that model eventually. I think that's where it's going. Right underneath that, very, very bullish on Gala, guys. From these top 100 cryptos, super bullish on Gala. Very bullish on Gala. I just think this is going to be a huge, huge ecosystem. I bought more Gala last night too. Patreon members knew first when I bought more Gala and more ApeCoin, but now I'm letting you guys in on the inside. Patreon link down below in the description too. Engine, this is rank 76. This is a great infrastructure play for gaming and pretty much just anything gaming oriented. Engine's just a great play, just a household name. It's been around forever. Basically the largest gaming community platform online, 250,000 gaming communities, 18.7 million registered gamers. But again, they're designing the infrastructure that a lot of these games are built on top of, right? So not only acts as a cryptocurrency, but also as a smart contract capability. It's also one of the first projects testing the Raiden network, Ethereum's version of the Lightning Network, which is really cool. Engine Coin platform provides a laundry list of features. Largest value Engine Coin brings to gaming community is its creation and management of virtual goods. Developers on platforms can easily create a currency unique in their community that's backed by Engine as the parent currency. Gives all coins the benefits of the blockchain, speed, cost, security, etc., while still staying customized to their respective platform. So they started back in 2009. They've been around for a while. So if you want a household name and you want a piece of the gaming industry without going too crazy, without having to really, go out on a limb and say something's, really going to hit off, go with Engine, in my opinion. Ryan's got Folgers in his cup. Nice. I'm way behind on chats, guys. Mari, thank you so much for the donation. Good morning. First sip. Press the like. Yeah. Smash that like button, guys. Yeah, smash that like button. Let's get up over 200 likes. Let's get up over 300 people in the live stream here this morning. A lot to get to. Good morning, Charday. Charday, I saw you on a live stream on Sandstorm's channel. Really enjoyed it when you guys were talking about women in crypto. And Charday, I definitely want to have you on the channel soon, so we will connect. I haven't forgot about that. Shib, bone, and leash, you should always be buying. I do want to accumulate more bone. I do want to accumulate more bone. I did get that Land Rover. How do you like it, MSO? Yeah, it's brand new, man. I'm super pumped about it. I never had a nice car like that, so Super cool. I traded in my Honda 2013 Civic for a Land Rover Defender. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Just got it actually, brand new. It's 2020. It's used, but yeah, it's super clean. Yeah, I've never driven a nice car. I've always driven. I had a Jeep Liberty forever, and then I had a Chevy Impala. They all used, and then I had a. It's kind of funny. My 2013 Honda Civic that I got in January 2021. I traded it in and got the same price for it when I got my new car. I literally drove that thing for free, basically for 15 months, the way I looked at it. So I just got 900K of SHIB topping up the tank. Wow, nice, Salvatore. I'll tell you what about SHIB real quick, guys. The whales are accumulating. I did a video yesterday. The Ethereum whales are accumulating SHIB like crazy. So, I mean, again, it's one of those things where, follow the big money, right? Follow the smart money, and they're buying. They're buying. They're certainly buying. Civic to a Rover. Congrats, bro. That's big boy stuff. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, dude. Super pumped about it, actually. I never bought anything really nice, so it was kind of cool. Definitely cool. Thoughts on loop ring? I don't know enough about it, Charles, to really get into it. Scott says, hell yeah, I got a Range Rover Sport. That Saitama paid off in November. Nice, Scott. Those are sweet too, man. Those are really cool. So Saitama helped you get a Range Rover Sport. That's dope, man. That's super dope. Where is Saitama, actually? Let's see where it's at. And I really hope Saitama comes back, man. There's so many people who are burnt, man. And I don't want to see people get frustrated and leave the crypto space, right? So I know a lot of people are waiting for Saitama to bounce back because they've just held on, and this thing has continued to bleed. And I want this thing to turn around for all the people who are really struggling here with Saitama. There's some people who've gotten really toxic in the space, but I don't look at, Saitama community as that. I know there's still a lot of good people. Most of the people are good, right? There's some people who I can't stand, man, that are just super toxic that you have to just remove yourself from, right? But yeah, we'll see. We're up 6% right now. Maybe Cider Realty is supposed to be launching tomorrow. I just don't see how that's going to happen. Like, what do you guys think? Is Cider Realty launching tomorrow? I just can't see that happening. Maybe I'm wrong. Thoughts on T-Fuel? I like it. I hold some. Tripping. Yeah, I hold some. Good morning, Boca. What's happening, man? What's happening, man? Guys, for the last bit of the stream, I'm going to copy the link, and whoever wants to join, come on in. Let's talk crypto a little bit. I'm going to paste it here and say, come join the live for the next 30 minutes or so. Anyone is welcome to join. Link above. Here we go. Tweet. I think it still goes out, even though I get that alert. Let me see. Let me make sure here. I think it still goes out. Yeah, it did. Okay. Come join the live. So yeah, guys, come out here and join the live if you want to. Come on backstage, and we're happy to bring you in. And if you have any questions, let's do it. Let's talk crypto, and yeah, let's break it down. But Cider Realty, man, I hope it comes out Friday. I think it could be. People are asking, am I going to get Insider Realty? I don't know, man. I haven't even downloaded the CytoMask app yet. Like, how are they going to launch Cider Realty on Friday when the mask itself doesn't fully function yet? I don't know. Thoughts on Volt versus Shibtoro? That's a tough one, Kyle. I like them both, but I think Shibtoro at this point has more upside. Because if you look at Volt, it's been around a little bit longer. It's not to say I don't like Volt, okay? It's not to say I don't like Volt, but it's been around since December. So it's been around December, January, February, March, 4 months, versus Shibtoro's only been around a month and some change. Okay. Basically came out February. Yeah. A month and a week. So I just think it has a lot more room to run here in these next 3 to 4 months because it's so much earlier in its history. So I'm going to go with Shibtoro, especially if you're looking for the next 3 to 4 months gain. If we get back into a bull run, I do like Shibtoro over Volt in that scenario. But I hold both. Full disclosure, I hold both. Shibtoro's up 16%. Yeah, so Ape's actually been proven moving up nicely. Not proven, moving up nicely. It's up at $13.33. Man, I think this is going to be a household name in the crypto space, guys, for a long, long time. Top 100 crypto, got listed to all major assets. You know, people were like, oh, it's just another pump and dump coin on the first day. And I'm like, you guys have clearly not done your research on ApeCoin and what it is. So I added more to my bag last night, even though it was kind of climbing. I think I added like $850. And I want to hold it in different spots, 2 different areas. So I have some on Coinbase now. I hold some in Uniswap. So, yeah. Marshall BW, we're bringing you in on the stream, man. So, Marshall, what's happening, man? Good morning to you.
Hey, good morning. It's good to be here.
Definitely, man. So, what's going on?
Just reviewing some publications at work and trying to multitask and analyze crypto and educate myself at the same time.
I like it, man. Yeah, I think a lot of people keep the one headphone in right at the desk, and there's always something to be learning, especially in this space, man. It goes so fast. So, what are you most interested in terms of crypto right now? What are you invested in? I'm curious to hear.
So right now, I'm most heavily invested in Ethereum for the long term, but I've got 3 or 4 micro caps that I'm into. I'm into ZELDA, which thankfully I got into that. I'm into Baby Lambo Inu. Still waiting for that. I'm into Mystery Token, and I'm also into Librium Tech. So those are small cap coins that I'm just kind of nursing right now and DCAing into larger cap coins. I'm into AVAX, got a little bit of Bitcoin, and when I say a little bit, I mean a very, very small amount, and a few other ones. But I'm staking them on Celsius right now to try and get some passive income out of them.
Very nice, man. I like the mix there. AVAX, how long have you been in it? Because that could be really nice if you got in there a little while back. Marshall, you there? I don't know if we lost him there, but yeah, he spoke on ZELDA there. I just partnering up with ZELDA on the Binance side. I was super impressed with ZELDA and their head dev Vince. They're up 5% today.
A newsletter that I subscribed to that AVAX was going to be on the rise. They also called Tera as well.
Yep.
I wish I would have bought Tera like last month, but c'est la vie.
Yeah, I finally opened a position myself on Tera. It was just under $50, but man,
You're
tell you
muted.
Oh, can you hear me?
Nope, still can't hear you.
Can everybody else hear me? I don't think I'm muted. I think we're good, man. I think they can still hear me. I'm not seeing anybody yell at me.
My phone. I can't hear you.
Okay. That's totally cool. Here, wait. Let me remove you and bring you back in. Hey, let's try that. Can you hear me now? No? Okay. That's really weird. Okay, so everybody else can still hear me, man. But that's okay. But yeah, that was great insight, dude. Thanks, Marshall, for popping in. Anybody else who wants to pop in, man, it's out on Twitter. Appreciate the insight there, man. So it's really cool. And he was talking about how he's in some blue chips, right? But he's also dabbling in the micro caps. That's what it's all about, right? Diversifying your portfolio. I'm sure maybe I wanted to ask him if he's taking those profits from the micro caps and then putting them into blue chip assets, or maybe diversifying into the stock market or something like that. That's how I'm playing this game, guys. I want to make a lot of money on these small caps, take that money and buy more Ethereum for me, right? That's my big long-term bet in crypto. That's my S&P 500 play, right? And for somebody else, it might be Cardano, and I like Cardano too. For somebody else, it might be AVAX, right? Or Tera. I heard him say that, he wish he would have got more into Tera a couple months ago. We were just talking about it early on in the stream. I wish I'd have got in earlier last year because, man, somebody in my Discord was telling us to get in there at $11, $12, and now it's been up over 100. So, but you can't hit them all. I mean, that's the thing, right? You just have to keep it moving, and you look for the next one. Don't get frustrated, and keep it moving. Cool. And Chris, what's happening, man? Good morning to you.
Good morning, Zach. How you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Cool, man. So what's on your mind this morning, man?
Uh, I mean, this Tera thing was on my mind a lot. I was a day one investor, so it was kind of interesting how the events kind of played out yesterday. So I don't know.
It was, man. Where are you at, kind of with what we know now from what we heard? I mean, are you still holding everything? Did you take any profits along the way, or?
I mean, I took profits early. I took profits like maybe 3, 4 days after the launch. So I took out my initial, and I left the rest to ride on, house money. But
Feels good, man. Feels good when you do that, doesn't it?
absolutely, because I don't have no worries. I already won. Technically, I already won the game. So if it goes down to zero, then I'm fine. I mean, it would
Exactly.
be disappointing, of course, but I have high hopes for this project. And yesterday, kind of like a lot of people are saying like yesterday was strike one. It's the first time that they messed up. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. A lot of other projects like had a lot of hiccups. Like I know Shiba had some hiccups when they tried to launch their the Shiba swap. Or from what I heard, I got in the game kind of late, but from what I hear, they had a lot of hiccups in the beginning too. So
Yep.
this is DeFi. We're investing in startup projects, so why not be a little bit patient with them? That's just how I see it.
For sure. And I think it's so much easier to be patient once you take that initial out, right? And you're like, okay,
Exactly.
well, I'm even right now, like, and I still have high conviction in this play. Okay, I'm willing to, give them strike one, and I still like what they're doing. And I mean, in your opinion, man, what do you think happened? I made a video, and what I think happened. I think we're all just still playing the guessing game, right? Because we don't know for sure. But I think it was, they got duped. They, the team, they kind of jumped the gun here, threw it out on Twitter, and now they don't want to admit they made a mistake. I think it's due to culture. I really do, because in the United States, like, we always come out and we're like, "Hey, we're sorry," fess up, right? Like, all right, I made a mistake. But other cultures, like, it's very different than that. That was just my take. What do you think happened, man?
I definitely think that I think that Milton genuinely thought that he was talking to someone from Binance
Right.
because the email is the same. The email is literally the same as the one that they have posted on their website. Now, how did that person get a hold of that email? I don't know. Maybe
Right.
Binance needs to tighten up the ship on their end because obviously there was some sort of breach somehow.
Yeah.
Unless the email itself was like doctored in a way, I don't know. How I see it is they got scammed. Either they don't know it yet and genuinely still think that Binance just, kind of fucked them over. Sorry, pardon the
No, you're
language.
good. You're good.
Um, Either that or they know they got scammed and were unwilling to admit to it, which is like a pride thing. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe Milton is like still stuck with his pride, and his ego. So
I think so too.
what's going on, Apes? So I don't know. How I see it, up until this point, they have been pretty good. They have delivered for the most part, and even with yesterday, they dropped 4 exchanges in one day. So I don't know. It's tough because I want them to succeed. Besides being invested in it, I want to see other people win too. So all the other investors that did get hurt yesterday, like I know you said you invested in the 7 range. So your pockets are hurting a little bit too. So I want to see people win. So however this plays out, I'm sure it will play out fine. Like maybe like 6 months from now, we'll be laughing at this.
Right.
Um, I hope that this doesn't hurt their relationship with Binance because they were kind of calling out Binance, even though obviously it wasn't really them. So I hope that doesn't discourage Binance from listing them in the future. Because it's kind of messy and Binance doesn't seem to be um, Binance doesn't seem to like being involved with anything messy on the internet.
Right.
So I don't know, man. But I also think that you're right too. I think like the cultural differences is definitely right because I was looking for them to take accountability. I like when people say, "Hey, I messed up. It was my fault. My bad. I'll
Mm-hmm.
try to do better next time." That's what I was looking for yesterday during the AMA, but you know, I didn't get that, and I'm not gonna say I'm okay with it, but I'm willing to like look past it.
Yeah, I think you made a lot of great points, man, and I think you hit it from all angles, honestly. And I think the thing is with Tera, it's still so new, right? I mean, I think you made a good point in saying if this is like the one thing that the one hiccup, right? And we're kind of 3 months down the road, and big players, big exchanges are still coming in. People will look past this. People will look back and say, okay, yeah, they had that little blip on the on the radar, but at the end of the day, everybody makes a mistake or two in business at some point, right? And I think this could be certainly something like that, months down the line. I think the product and the use case speaks for itself, right? There are no questions for me in that regard. The big thing is, the big thing early was all the wallets, right? And honestly, that held me back from getting in early, man. I wish I wouldn't have looked into that as much as I did, and you know what I mean? And just kind of went with it. But again, you can't win them all. You can't get early access to all these things. But yeah, man, I'm with you too, man. I don't want to see people get hurt, and I know a lot of people did who were on that run up a few days ago, and hopefully they weren't playing the quick flip game and needed to make that money like in the next 24 hours, right? Hopefully they're playing the long game and they have high conviction in it where they can be okay with this dropping down a little bit and maybe even add into the bag now, right? Because now it's an opportunity to lower that average cost a little bit, right?
Right. See, my thing that's another thing that does look kind of fishy, right? So it's like there's a huge pump and there's this huge sell-off by, two specific wallets was like the biggest sell-offs, right? I think it was like a total of like almost 600 ETH or something like that. And that does look a little, especially with people that's kind of been in the game for a little bit, you don't want to see stuff like that because now your brain starts working. Like, are they trying to dupe us? Are they was that like an artificial pump so that they can dump on us? And it doesn't feel good. It doesn't look good. It's just like an eyesore. Yesterday was kind of crazy. Just all in all, yesterday was like nutty.
I agree, man. Yeah, it was.
With that 108 wallet thing, though, you know what actually what allowed me to invest day one, because I had my reservations too. Because what's his name? Ryan was in with the project and then he stepped away from it. And I didn't know why he stepped away. And then when the whole 108 wallet situation came out, I was like, oh, maybe this is the reason why. But what gave me what allowed me to kind of woosah and relax on that was when the doctor actually admitted to it. And the way he admitted to it was just frank. Like, yes, I have 108 wallets.
Those are mine.
Yes, yeah. I used to, hold the line on Santama. His explanation was very honest and he admitted to it. And I was okay with it because it didn't seem like he was trying to run away from anything. And that gave me the confidence that I needed to invest day one. It allowed me to just let that go. That's a lot of control for one person to have, for sure. It would be nice if he could lock up those wallets for sure, but I understand why he won't. And I also understand that, I also trust that if he didn't sell at the high for another project, I'm okay with trusting him not to like dump on this particular project, especially when he's investing his own money on the back end. Like that was with his $180,000, according to them, right? Of course,
right.
That was his $180,000 that they sent to Binance, or what they thought was Binance US. So because he has so much conviction on his side, it definitely allows me to have some confidence in this project, like long term and in the beginning.
Yeah, really good points. I think everybody just wanted a little bit more clarity, at least address the issue head on. And I think now, I think we'll see. This thing just moves so quick, though. I mean, crypto just never stops. I mean, people, will forget about this one way or another in a week. I mean, it'll be something else, right? It's
exactly.
Just kind of how it goes, man. I mean, so what other projects are you bullish on here in 2022 outside of Tera?
Outside of Tera, funny enough, I don't want to say I'm bullish, but I still have faith in Saitama. I still think that their ecosystem that they're creating is actually a very smart idea. especially to assist with the hyperburn, especially with Lucky. I don't even look at Sato Realty actually. I think Lucky Roo is going to be their ticket to really burn off a lot of Saitama. So I, Lucky Roo, is another one obviously because it's going to be a big. It's basically going to be a virtual casino, and why not with a couple 100,000 Saitama Wolfpack members, so to speak, that hopefully that they'll get involved with it and that'll assist with the whole project, like, doing what it's supposed to do. So Saitama, I'm not gonna say bullish, but Saitama I do have faith in. Shib, Shib, I still think that they have something up their sleeve for sure. I have a crazy prediction with Shib actually. I think that they're gonna be one of the first play to earn games that hits like, modern consoles. I think they're gonna be on Xbox and like PlayStation and especially since PlaySide I think got acquired by Microsoft Studios, I believe, right?
Yep.
Something like that.
Yep.
So I have a feeling that they're gonna be one of the first play to earn games to hit like consoles. So I'm bullish on Shib. Ethereum, of course. I don't know if you can consider that like a project at this point, but Ethereum, I feel like might definitely go to at least like I'm predicting at least 6,000 this year, at least. That's just my personal prediction. I know a lot of people are saying 10. I don't think it's going to go that far. If it does, kudos to us, right? But what else? CVC only if they get a good use case. I'm very interested in CVC. I jumped in on the pre-sale. I think their use case. I think it's easy for them to implement a use case. I just wish I can get in the room and talk to him myself. I believe his name is Kyle. I don't remember his name exactly.
Keith.
Yeah, Keith. All right, I was close with the K. But I believe like a use case is simple for that project. I wish I can seriously like sit down and like actually talk to him about that because right now it's just the website and the app, which is great. He already has a utility, but as an investor, why am I holding this token? What is it going to do for me exactly? Like what is so special with Bobatama? If you own Bobatama, you have access by default to their Boba mask that will come out eventually. You also get first dibs on the NFTs. So there's two use cases right there for Bobatama, but with CVC, we haven't heard anything like solid yet. And I see what they're trying to do. What they're trying to do is extremely important in the crypto space. They're trying to be fair. But how does me holding this token contribute to you making it a fair market for everybody? So I don't know. So I mean that's the couple of projects that I could say that I'm kind of bullish on. Matic is another one. I know you said Matic a little bit earlier. They made a couple moves earlier a couple months ago that I don't know if people are aware of, and they brought a couple people on from YouTube to help with that. So I definitely think that Matic is going to go somewhere too. So Gala is another one.
Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, I think Bobatama, I think you made some good points there. I think with the CVC thing, you and I have the same questions, man. I think it's certainly needed, but like, why not just build a website and monetize the website? Why the coin? Why the token? And I think that question's still out there, but I will say this, in talking to Keith, I will say he seems genuine and he doesn't come off as somebody who's just going to like blow smoke. Like there are people who are just like, oh yeah, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. We're going to do this and we're going to do that. We're going to change the world. We're going to do everything. Right. He's just kind of like, hey, I'm kind of new to the game, but I knew we needed this. I'm going to put the right people in place. And I think he might take the approach. And I think this is a good approach to take. Talk to the community, let the community dictate what the use case is. I mean, that's exactly what Shib did. Shib didn't have a use case until the community developed one. Until the community spoke, right? I mean, really, a lot of these coins. I mean, Dogecoin. What was the use case until all of these sort of things started happening and the community started speaking, and they're dictating where they want this thing to go. So you could build it that way. You could build the community first. And I mean, there is the use case in the website, but you're right. Why do we want to hold this token? What's in it for us long term? Let the community figure that out. I think that would be great if they go ahead and create a DAO. I think that'd be a great tool for them, especially because they don't have a lot of that stuff worked out right now. I feel the same about Shibtoro. I mean, their flexonomics approach, I think that is going to be the future of community coins. Let the people dictate what the buy and sell taxes look like from time to time. Oh, the market's doing this. Hey, let's adjust this. Hey, I think it's really cool if we did a poker tournament and then we can award the winners in Shibtoro. Like they're allowing the people to make decisions. And that is true decentralization. Like that is why we got into crypto, because the people have the power. It's not this top-down hierarchical structure, which we're so used to in corporate America, where it's like, if I want to talk to Jimmy way up here, I got to go through all of these hoops and all of these ladders to get to Jimmy, right? So I really like the idea of the DAO. I like the idea of the community kind of coming together and saying, hey, we've got this website. That's the use case, but we've got to create, a reason for us to hold this. Let the community come together. I mean, you're going to have thousands of people in on this pre-sale. I mean, it was super successful and still is, right? I'm really curious to see what happens with this thing when it goes public too, man. So I'm excited about it. I didn't want to go all in on it though, because I had those reservations as you did. It sounds like in terms of, why the token, and still that question remains, but I think it could be worked out over time. And I think it'd be cool if the community had a say so in it, All right. Marshall, what's happening, man? Let me try to bring you back in the stream. You still there, man?
Yeah, still here.
All right, you can hear me now. So what else is on your mind, man?
ZELDA Inu, man. That's what's on my mind.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So why did you invest in ZELDA? I'm going to be really, really honest with you guys here. I did not know much about ZELDA, and I know they've been around a while. Then when I started talking to Vince a couple days ago before I formed a partnership with them, man, I was blown away. And obviously they're fully doxed. Obviously they've got a built-in use case. They're helping solve real-world problems with the rescues. Man, why did you get into this early? How did you hear about it?
I got into ZELDA Inu purely by chance. I was part of a Discord for another influencer, and one of the guys in the group threw it out, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try this, and it completely took off. I'm really glad I joined in, and then the more I got to know the community, I've spoken with Vince a couple times. I still got some sort of marketing that I'm going to try and do for him, just because I like the project. But one thing I really like about ZELDA Inu, you see these micro caps and some of the influencers behind them, and they say, like you were saying earlier, we're going to do this, massive things coming, be prepared, to the moon, all that stuff. One thing that this project has done is it's still up significantly from its inception, and Vince and Rob are taking some real world steps to bringing more utility to the coin. So yeah, like the charity idea, that started it and people were on board with that, but now they're talking more stuff, and I won't allude to anything. If people want to learn more about it, they can go to the Telegram and ask the devs, but they are being honest about their intentions with the coin, and they're not saying it's going to happen overnight either, and that's what I like about ZELDA.
Yeah, they're playing the long game here. They're not unrealistic. They're not saying like it's the next 100x tomorrow. It's hey, we've got a really cool thing we're building here. Now, they did 250x after launch. 250x. They're about 4x away from that, from where they were at all-time highs. But I mean, guys, they got listed on 7 exchanges in 3 months. That's impressive. And again, they've kind of withstood the test of time when we talk about micro caps. I always give these projects about 2 months, and let's see where you are 2 months from now, right? Because most that make it past that 2-month barrier, that don't die on the vine, they're probably playing the long game, and they're here for a while, and they're actually putting the work in to stay here. There are a lot of projects, I think, that just look for that one pump, and then the devs, you don't hear from them, they disappear, they're gone, and you see that a lot, right? I don't think that this is one of those. with ZELDA and talking to Vince and talking to their crew. They've got videos on their website. Guys, if you want to see the full review that I gave ZELDA, it's right here 12 hours ago last night. Talked a little bit about it. I'll have more videos coming in terms of kind of what they're doing, keeping up with them and just bringing the information. Of course, not financial advice. You got to make your own moves, but I'm just going to bring you up to speed, give you the information. And yeah, but I agree with you, man. I think they've got a really, really nice thing that they've built here, and they're going to continue to help out dogs as well, which, I mean, who can't get behind that, right? Donated almost 40K already, and that's coming all from the personal bank account events too. So pretty awesome stuff. So a couple other things here too. I want to go back over on the Ethereum side and take a look at a couple of these cryptos that I had geared up here. I want to take a look at WAGMI. WAGMI is now multi-chain. Guys, just formed a partnership with WAGMI, and welcome in everybody new. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. But WAGMI, this is going to be a really, really good project, okay? Let me kind of take you in here real quick. So WAGMI, of course, an internet meme for crypto, right? We're all going to make it, is now the official battle cry. We're all going to make it. So check out this video trailer, guys, okay, for WAGMI in the gaming space. Okay, pretty sick, right? To say the least. It's set for an MVP release the beginning of April 2022. They just had they're just having their Genesis NFT collection drop. All of my Patreon members can get whitelisted for that. I sent out the alert last night to everybody. So if you haven't seen that, it was late last night. I gave you the form to get whitelisted. Anybody who is a Patreon member of mine, if you're interested in the Genesis NFTs, after you do your research, you can get whitelisted for that. Happy to be partnering with WAGMI right around the time when they're setting a new all-time high. I'm also glad I got in 2 weeks ago before they're setting this new all-time high. And of course, Patreon members knew about that as well. You know, I send buy alerts there. Of course, you've got to do your own homework. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. I'm not, sitting on the couch with you telling you to buy or pressing the button for you. I'm just telling you what I'm doing, giving you a peek behind the curtain, and then you got to make your own move. So this is one that, again, it's multi-chain. I really think it's got a really, really good opportunity to perform well over the next several months, as long as we stay in this bull market. That is WAGMI. Again, you can get on the Binance side too if you don't want to mess with those Ethereum fees. So, let's see here. The trailer is nothing like their tower defense pixel game. I have no idea why they have a cinematic trailer, to be honest. Yeah, we'll see. Averto's very into the gaming side, so I understand where he's coming from, that critical viewpoint, because he works at a big gaming company. I think they kind of talked about this. We actually asked him about this, Averto. And they hit it head on. They were just like, obviously, yeah, it's going to be a little bit different, but you're also trying to draw people in, right? With the cinematic trailer. We'll have to see. Way more gaming stuff than I do, man. But yeah, I mean, we'll continue to watch it. I think the team, that's what I was so impressed by. The team of people they have over there at WAGMI is just phenomenal. Spoke with 4 or 5 gentlemen yesterday and kind of what their plans are moving forward. Was super impressed and happy to be on board with them. And I know a lot of other YouTubers are also partnering with them as well over the next several months. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the growth there. Just curious as to why everyone says not financial advice. Was there a YouTube that was sued? AJ, no. I mean, we have to say that because we're not financial advisors. I'm not licensed as a financial advisor. So it's a disclaimer that is important to mention, right? Because we're not financial advisors. We're just talking heads, man. But hey, Marshall, I see your chat in the background. Take care, man. Have a great day, dude. Thanks for stopping in. Right, the trailer is to make green candles, of course. Of course, Muzz. I mean, that's what it's all about, right? I mean, yeah. I don't think it's going to be that much different, Boca. I don't think it's so much that it's bait and switch. I think it's just a little bit more cinematic to obviously draw people in. I mean, it's marketing. I mean, it's what you do. It's what are chances of linking crypto with sports gaming? Oh, I think it's going to happen, Devron. I think sports gambling, sports gaming, crypto, play to earn gaming. I think we're going to be watching esports and wagering on esports as fans in crypto. That's what I think. That's where I think we're heading. That's where I think we're heading. Courteous Crypto, thank you so much. $5 for the and thanks for the comment, man. I appreciate it, dude. I'm just trying to do my best. I started these live streams back up. Do you guys like this? Let me know in chat if you like these every day during the week live streams, starting around 9 a.m. We go for about an hour or so. Let me know if you guys like this setup. Also, let me know in the chat, as we're going to close this thing up here relatively soon. Let me know in the chat what you want to see more of. I genuinely want to hear from you down below. I've got my notebook open here. Seriously. Let me know if you like these things and what you want more of or less of. What kind of parts of the live stream do you really like? I want to hear from you down below. So I'm going to wait till I see some of those comments. I know some people will head out because it'll jump to the next one. Love the live chats. Okay. Got to talk about Apollo. That drop last night hurt my heart. Yeah, I mean, it's normal. We're okay. I'm not concerned at all. Apollo's at the 9.6. Somebody sold a big chunk last night. There was like a 23, 24 ETH sale or something like that. But I mean, guys, zoom out here. Look at the daily candlesticks. I mean, that's a great looking chart. Okay. That's a great looking chart. Tori says collab with a good TA guy. That would be great, Tori. Yeah. So let me take some notes here. I'm not a big TA guy. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. You guys know I'm more about macroeconomics, trends, sentiment. I'm more on that side of things, which I think you need both. More NFTs that have potential. Okay. NFT potential. I'm actually going to have a promo video on an NFT Align later today. So be on the lookout for that. I enjoy the live streams. I want to see you cover Tectonic and VVS Finance. I do. Let me make note of that. Tectonic. I do need to look at this. Tectonic and VVS Finance over on Kronos. Let's see. Fear loves it. Thanks, man. Yes, like them. Can you start a little later? I'm Central Time. Raul wants to start a little bit later. Yeah. Maybe my hope is to eventually kind of do 2 of these a day. 1 in the morning and maybe 1 in the evening. I'm slightly worried about a few of their decisions to add over 300 power-ups into the game in the same quarter, having competitions with much. Okay, fair enough, Averta. Fair enough. I love everything you talk about. Actually, can you listen to for hours? Thanks, Tony. I appreciate you, man. Your channel's evolving into something great. Keep it up. Thanks, Complacency. I appreciate it, man. Like the live, Zach. Yeah, guys, like the stream on your way out. That would be great. Anytime you near or flip a zero, people sell off. It happens in every coin. Yeah, that's psychological level, right, Boca? Nothing better than live. Love it in the work. Thank you. Love it, the work. Thanks, Kamal. Appreciate it, man. Project Phoenix will soon be taking applications to have your play to earn game listed on the platform. Nice. Quick question. I know there are other cryptos that have their own blockchain. Will Shibarium be like theirs? Sort of just taking them. Every blockchain is slightly different, but Cornelius, what it'll allow Shiba Inu to do is move away from the Ethereum blockchain, so they'll have more agency on what that looks like, what their own blockchain looks like. Obviously, it should reduce the gas fees too. Covered Ape yet? Yeah, it did a little bit briefly. Just covered a little bit. We're up 10% today. That's good to see. Up at 13.5. BTC back at 43. Nice. Very nice. Let's see. Cardano's ripping and roaring, huh? Cardano's ripping and roaring, up 12%, up 39% in the week. Wow. Yeah, Cardano, ADA's been on fire. ADA has been on fire. Ken, thanks for becoming a member here on YouTube, man. Thanks for the support. Thanks for showing your love, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, the time of live isn't great for me. Central time, just getting into work. Otherwise, I'd jump in some. Okay, maybe I have to push it back a little bit. That's a good point. Yeah, Muzz, you're right. Technically, it is a layer 2, not their own blockchain, but layer 2 scaling solution. Yep. Boca, for some reason, has been sleeping in. I hear you. Sol back up to 100. Nice. Oh yeah, Sol's back up to $100. Nice. Man, this is looking great. Tried selling Tera, won't lie and can't. Make sure your slippage is set, Ken, to like 18 to 20%. Make sure your slippage is set. I'm guessing that's what it is. Sounds good, Sean. Yeah, I do like to have more guests on and banter back and forth. Yeah, for sure. Yep, come check out the Patreon. Link down below in the description. As Muzz said. And guys, I'm going to get up on out of here. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning. I did take some notes. Thank you for that. Thanks for the insight there. And really appreciate it. As always, thanks for popping in. Hit that like button on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't already. And have a great day, everybody. More videos coming. I'll be at the desk all day putting in some work to get some videos out on various subjects. So be on the lookout for those as well. Thanks so much for popping in. I will see you all. Have a great day. Take care. Be back tomorrow with the live stream around 9 a.m. Eastern. See ya.